Hello and welcome to SusiePoos channel. Today's video, you are on the allotment and I'll be sharing with you things that you can do to neaten and tidy up your allotment plot or your garden at home. Okay guys, let's not mess around anymore and let's get on with the video. Yes. Now if you just have rubbish lying around, it can build up and it looks like a right mess. So just a simple clean out. I'm not moving this anywhere in particular because I'm going to be reusing this wood. But just moving it out of the way, somewhere where it can't be seen, it can really tidy and improve the area. If you see it now, so I'm going to tidy this away and I'm going to reposition some of these bricks. I'm going to put a shrub in the middle just to really brighten the area. Now see the before and after video to see how much of a difference it makes just tidying it up. And what a difference this has made. A cost-effective way to tidy up your patio. I removed the broken slab which was over in the corner, took this one out and put that one over there. And rather than putting a broken slab in there, I thought, why not get creative? And there was in the free to give away section, there was a shrub going. And I thought, why not put that here, put some soil in and then some fresh chippings, and it really neatens up the area. I've covered the in between the slabs with sand, which was in here, which the slabs were lying on. For the broken slabs, which I didn't want to replace, I have just kept it in place with some simple wood beams. And in the corner where it was starting to tip over, I've done the same procedure there as well. I've knocked some wood in, and that stops it from falling over when the sand gets wet. Now a simple picket fence to separate borders, separate an area, it just tidies it up and gives it a really authentic, professional look. It doesn't have to be anything special, you don't have to go out and buy anything really expensive. I use this out of free pallet wood that I found at my local garden centre, put it together and it just separates the chippings from the grass and it allows me to walk through, and what a difference it makes. Now this moves me to my next point, putting some fresh wood chipping or some decorative stone to turn a dull, boring and tired area into something you can be proud of. Now I got my wood chippings which were from the council. They were dumped in the corner of our allotment plot over there and it was completely free. Maybe ask your local council, or if you have an allotment, ask if they have a chipping service. It is a cost-effective way to give a professional look to an area. To see what difference it's made in our plot. As before, it was uneven, it was untidy and it was muddy. It was just a place where you didn't want to go. So I've turned an unwanted place into something where you can spend time, somewhere where you can walk upon and you can put things on like raised beds. So over here what we've got is a broken border. The guy who owned the allotment before me put in some border down here, but it's seen better days. So what we're going to do, and what you could do in your allotment plot or your garden to neaten it up, is put a simple border around your soil. It keeps everything neat and tidy and you can kind of separate it from the rest of your garden. Just look at the difference. So I've put together a simple border all the way along. I've even planted some rhubarb that I found in my end plot over there. Look how sturdy that is now, and it just really neatens it up, makes it look tidy, and it doesn't take any longer than half an hour. A few things to consider when pruning your trees. Make sure you're pruning them in the right place, as you don't want to damage them and cause a long-term effect. This is where you should be pruning your trees.
So here you've got the main branch, and then you go off the main branch here. The closer you cut it here, the less chance it has to grow. So the further you go up, at least 3 or 4 inches, and that will allow it to keep growing. So if you want it to keep growing, cut it there, but if you don't, cut it back here as close as possible, and it should stop it from growing here again. So bear that in mind when pruning your trees. I don't want this to grow again here, so I'm going to cut it back as far as possible. You see, nice flush.
Secondly, also consider the shape of your tree. Ideally you want it to start wide at the bottom and then come it towards the top. A spherical / triangular shape should give maximum growth and allow your trees to grow properly. Thirdly, you want to make sure you're pruning it at the right stage and the right time of the year. Pruning it too early or too late could cause long-lasting effects on the tree and could also damage it and stunt growth. Pruning your tree, you want to make sure you prune it after the last frost or a couple of months before the first frost. This will ensure that when you prune your trees, any new growth from the stems, the frost won't kill it and then damage the tree itself. Look at the before and after in this video and see the improvement that it gives to this allotment. Can you see the difference it's made? Just cutting a few branches off, it gives it this lovely spherical triangular shape, and I'm really happy with how it looks now. Now, not everybody might have a fruit tree in their garden or their allotment. You might have a fruit bush, and you can apply the exact same process in pruning them back, keep everything looking tidy and neat. Now, I know it might seem obvious, but if you tidy your paths, give them a quick sweep, give them a clean, it makes the world of difference. Getting rid of any loose debris or leaves or weeds will really tidy up and neaten your area. So get your brushes out, get your tools, get your forks, and get clean your paths. Adding a nice lick of paint with a paintbrush, something that you built, maybe a border. This here, for example, is a compost maker. I painted with a medium oak paint, and it turns an unwanted, dull, boring compost maker into something that's bright, and it just brings it back to life. Now, another cost-effective way to improve the look of your allotment or garden is to give your grass a quick mow over. See the before and after, and what a massive difference it makes. Now, this is something that all gardeners have to deal with. Very frustrating, but it's something that keeps popping up. The unformidable weed. It doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what you put on the ground, they always pop up, and they prove an absolute pain for gardening all around the world. If you allow your weeds to build up and create havoc in your soil, they'll take the life from the things you intend to grow there. Also, on a plus side, keeping weeds at bay will keep everything looking really tidy. Just look at the before and after video. Before I weeded, and what a difference it makes. You can add a simple gate, maybe the front of your drive or your patio. I've just included one here. Before this gate and this picket fence, I had nothing barricading or preventing people from intruding in. This doesn't exactly do much, but it adds a bit of privacy, and it adds a nice feel to it. It's something I can be proud of as well. This simple gate is something you can try. From me and Susie, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you all the best. And until next time, my friends. Susie, say bye. Good girl. See you later, guys. Bye.